And the next program that I'm going to be presenting will be in Sydney in Australia, and it's a terribly, terribly long flight, but for 4 young men from Brandenburg, from the federal state of Brandenburg, they've got a far, far longer way because they're setting out to go to Sydney as well, but they're going by a homemade sailing yacht. They built 2 homemade sailing yachts, and the reason for this is this. When Germany bid to host the Olympic Games in the year 2000 and didn't get it, they said, well, if the Olympics aren't coming to us, we're going to go to the Olympics.
Anna, Jan, Reimer and Marco live in a village just outside Berlin, over 200 kilometers from the nearest coast. But whenever they get the chance, it's anchors away and hoist the mainsail for a life on the ocean waves. Mostly that means a nearby lake, or if they're lucky, an excursion to the Baltic. But all that's about to change. Like the owl and the pussycat, they want to sail away for a year and a day. Not to the land where the bong tree grows, but to the Australian city of Sydney, which is hosting the Olympics in the year 2000.
It was always our dream to take part in the Olympics. Unfortunately, Berlin lost out for the Games in the year 2000. The Games will take place in Sydney.
Ever since then, the homestead in Neuenhagen has been ringing to the sound of hammering, sawing and sanding as the 4 restore 2 sailing ships. It's not a job for beginners.
Arno is a qualified boat builder, so he knows the most about it. I studied heating and ventilation, and Marco knows about electronics. Between us, we all have abilities that can help build the boats.
We're in a regular 4-day rhythm. We took 4 days to build the deck, 4 to mount the rib ceiling strips, 4 to build in the ribs, and another 4 for the keel.
Of course, that leaves no time for any other job. That's why they're urgently looking for sponsors. The first are already on board.
At the moment, our parents are supporting us, so my mother often shops for us, and we 4 boat builders live from that.
But with a project costing $250,000, they're going to need more help. So they keep on working and hoping for a wealthy sponsor. And in their dreams, they already see themselves on the high seas.
When you stand in the boat, you can't help dreaming what it's going to look like when it's all finished inside with all the electronic gadgets. It's great just being able to stand in the boat.
From the Baltic to the North Sea, the Atlantic, and then round Cape Horn, the trip is going to be a real adventure. And already they have invitations to call at ports along the way. They want to set off next May, in their pride and joy. 2 boats made with their own hands.
Those boats look a bit small. Anyway, we're going to leave you now with some more music from the Boulevard Germany Vaults, music by Irene Shear.